welcome back for the video. I'm glad you all could join me. Now, we are going to be playing MLB The Show 20. Now, I know I played a few games, I think I played 10 games so far. I've won every one of them, so that's great. Now, this, if you enjoy me talking or you want to hear me commentate over this, there's not going to be a lot of that when it comes to the actual game moments because of the fact there is going to be much commentator, talk. The guys are going to be talking. But first things first, let me get this out the way. Hold on. Still didn't get it. I'm sorry, I got to check that. Let me go ahead and turn off my kitchen light because it's bothering me, and I cannot play a game. It'd be total dark in my house except for my light strip that I have. I have a very cool light strip. It is sound activated. Now what that means is I can play music when I play music and stuff, or I listen to a movie and have my sound turned up a little loud. It'll flash, whatever, and I'll be able to watch The Matrix like that. That's cool. I think it's pretty neat. It's an extreme. So is my my 4-port USB there. Let's see how my coffee tastes. Very good. But first things first, we are going to go to transactions, and we are going to go down to the roster history, and we're going to see who played here. Carlos Martinez was a free agent. We have Colton Wong. We have Mike Myers, first year player draft. We have Hitoki Diamond, first year player draft, round 4. Paul DeYoung, not DeJong, DeYoung. Jordan Hicks, Dakota Hudson, Mike Myers, Sam Barber, Kevin Givens, Tyler Webb, Harrison Bader. We got a bunch of all the rest of the guys I think are on free agency. I think a bunch of them. We got Carlos Martinez, a free agent, first year. We got a trade in Kansas City. We got Jose Martinez from Kansas City. The rest of these guys, Jose Martinez, Michaelis, Flaherty, Waka, Arias, Kimbrel, Rendon, Brevia, Leone, Parsons, Ferrara, Carpenter, Goldschmidt, Ozuna, Bader, Wieters, Jerko, Munoz, O'Neill, Miller, Molina, and Perez. And Yachty we just signed to a contract because he was going to be a free agent anyway. I don't understand how we got him on a free agency there. So he's got a free year. A 3-year contract worth about $34 million. Yep. And then after the 2023 season, I think we're just going to let him go. Because of that. Hernan Perez, you got an extreme opposition there for that guy. We got Colton Wong's a pull hitter, so he'll pull it. Whole field is Hitoki. Hitoki is a good hitter too, by the way. We got Jordan Hicks with the whole field. Paul DeYoung's a pull hitter. You got a whole field. Michaelis is the opposite field. Whole field for Flaherty, Michael Waka, whole field. Opposite, whole field for Reyes. Kimbrel, whole field. Hector Rendon, whole field. Brevia, whole field, and Leone, whole field. Extreme pool. Hill, extremely pool. Yeah, Mike Parsons, Kim Ferrara. Carpenter's extreme pool. So Carpenter will hit it usually to right field. That's why they shift over there most of the time. And basically, when they pull it, they're going to pull it to the field, the side of the box they're standing on. Usually, is what a pull means. Now, if they're opposite field, basically they're going to hit it to the opposite field of where they're standing in the box. So if you're a right-handed hitter, you're standing in the right, in the left back, on the left side, you're a right-handed hitter, but you're staying in the left side. The left batter's box, you're going to hit it to right field if you're extreme. If you're an opposite field hitter, same with right, you're going to hit it to the left if you're opposite field hitter. But if you're extreme pull, you're going to pull it to the same side you're standing on. So let's say you're standing in the left, you're going to hit it to the left. If you're standing on the right, you're going to hit it to right field. And he's a left-handed batter, so he can hit it to the. He's going to. He bats left, throws right, so he's a lefty. He's going to hit it to the right field. But if he's a right-hander hitter, they're going to hit it to left field. If they're extreme pulls. It's crazy that way. I don't know. But we shall see. His morale is happy. He's happy. Satisfied. Marcell Ozuna. Forget where he's playing now, but he's playing somewhere different. His expectation is a star, but he's not playing ever. He's playing every day, so that's cool. Let's see. He's satisfied. I love that card. Matt Wieters. He's not happy because of the fact that he's not happy in his bench playing role. He's on the bench, but he wants to be in the platoon. So he wants to play more than he thinks. But that's because whenever Molina gets tired, I need somebody to back him up. Sir. We got Jed Jerko from the Milwaukee, yes. He's an everyday player. His status is bench. Well, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry that Goldschmidt's in your spot. Oh, Paul Goldschmidt. Team roll. He's on a bench. His platoon out. Tyler. No. Miller's a closer. He's a closer. Every day. Yeah. His contract is he's expecting $5 million, but he'll be $2 million over that next year and the year after. So, as you see there, 11.3 million. That's not bad. He's happy about the contending show. Hernan Perez, he's a depth. He's on bench. So he's satisfied because he's playing above the deal. He's got 2 compadres. That's what that is. The region is like you get 2 people from that. Venezuela. Let's see. Carlos Martinez, he's bullpen. Because you're hurt. You still got like 30-something days left, man. He's got a fractured wrist. I don't know how he fractured his wrist. But it had to suck. So he's satisfied because he's playing every day. Well, he's every day, but he's not a star. Maybe if you could hit a few more home runs, man, you're the only other left player. You're the only other one of the 3 left-handed players I have on the team right now. No, make that 4. Because we got Colton Wong, Matt Carpenter, Matt Wieters. He's a switch hitter, but still, I consider him a left-handed player. And Hitoki Diamond is another guy we play. This dude. Hitoki! My boy. He excels at home runs. Jordan Hicks, he's got an extremely strong throwing arm, yes. He performs better when there are runners on base, yes. He's stingy, limits base hits, so yeah. He's performed better when playing on the road, yes he does. And he excels at limiting home runs. Let's see what else we got here. Paul DeJong, he's a hitting machine, excels at getting base hits, excels at hitting home runs, and performs better when he... Well, yeah, he does. He did pretty well last night. Then you've got Jose Martinez, rally monkey. He's a rally monkey. He plays much better when the team's behind. Break ball hitter. He hits really good breaking balls. He really misses a ball when swinging. Yes, he does. And he excels at hitting base hits. Now, control artist is Michaelis. Now, Miles is a really good control artist here. I'll say this. Performs better when playing day games. He's also stopped better playing when the team's behind. And he's a homebody. Yeah. Now, he's stingy and he's very untouchable. Yeah, because he had like, I think the last time I played with him, he had 8 freaking strikeouts in a row. And Walker's really good. And he has a great arm for his illusion. And Waka used to play for New York, I believe that. What's funny is, I was listening to Giraffe Neck Mark. If you don't know who Giraffe Neck Mark is, you need to watch his videos on YouTube. Here on YouTube, because he is amazing. He does quizzes. He does, you know, list. He does a lot of baseball lists. He's a baseball channel. He does a lot of lists, a lot of good lists too, like best parks in the major leagues, the worst parks in the major leagues, best uniforms in the majors. He does uniforms for every team. He does he does lists about like how he sees things, which is great. Drinking that dirty bean water. Take a coffee. Fresh vanilla coffee. I'm a little bit of a snob when it comes to coffee. I'm a coffee snob. I drink a lot of coffee. I do have Lipton sweet tea in K-cups, which I don't know why. But it's really good tea, and it's already got the sugar in it, so I don't put any sugar in it. It's amazing, and I'm gonna have to make ice for it, so I don't have a lot of ice, or else it will be hot. So mainly, I do drink a lot of Arizona tea in the jug. So now let's see here. What we got here? We got Alex Reyes. He's untouchable. Yes. Stingy. We know. K. Krimble's got a very fast throwing arm. Hayes played for the Cubs, and yeah, he did. We got Hector Rendon. He's cheesy. He throws that cheese. But he throws a lot of Swiss cheese. And we got stopper, John Brevia. Yeah, he works better when his team's behind. Dominic has no quirks. Parsons has no quirks. Cam Farrar has no quirks. Carpenter's good at hitter. Has a really good throwing arm. He's a first pitch hitter. Excels hitting the first pitch of an at bat. Yeah. So he's better. He plays a lot better at night. And he can smack that fastball far and away. So yeah, he's pretty fast. Yeah. Yeah. You want to see his speed? 94. Yup. I think the other guy, who is it? Tyler Neal's the other fastest guy in the game for us. Oh, yeah, he's got a 1 now. Huh. He's usually a 0. Yep. Okay. That's it there. Now we're going to see what we got here. This is the rule categories for Major League Baseball. Now, first things first, we're going to go down the list here and we're going to talk about many things here. And we're going to discuss just exactly how the game is regulated. And this is according to real life here. Now, salary arbitration may occur if a player or club cannot agree on a contract. Let's say both sides can't agree on a price they want, provided the player has enough Major League service time. The player and the club have to submit a salary figure to the panel consisting of 3 professional arbitrators. The arbitrational hearings are conducted in early February. Players are considered eligible for arbitration if a player has at least 3 but less than 6 years of Major League service time. He is in the top 22% of players with at least 2 but less than 3 years of Major League service time. See Super 2. And you'll understand once we get in there. So basically, if a player has 3 or more but less than 6 years of service time, he can be eligible for arbitration if his salary, if he wants to up his salary or whatever. So that's arbitration there. Dates of importance. Now the first date of importance is June. First year player draft is the amateur Rule 4 draft. June through the end of the regular season. So basically June through about the 3rd week in September is amateur draft signing. You sign all your draftees from your amateur draft. The one you had in the beginning of June. July 31st is the trade deadline, the end of the deadline. So then that's it, it's done. September 1st through the end of the regular season is the rule expansion to 28 men. Now you may have heard that say your roster expansion to 28 men. You may have heard that said as the 40 man, the September call-ups or the 40-man roster expansion, which means you can have up to 40 guys. It used to be called that, but now it's not. You have 25 players on your team. You can add 3 more players to the roster as backups and whatever. First 5 days after the World Series, exclusive contract negotiations and qualifying offers must be submitted. Now, November 20th, your 40-man roster has to be solidified, which means you have to have your 40-man roster turned in for next year. November 23rd is the first day to offer salary arbitration. So we talked about it first time to negotiate those contracts players want to get that we can. That let's say I want to give him a little bit less, but he wants a little more. But we're above his current contract salary figure. So December 2nd, all contracts must be done. December 2nd. First Thursday after December 12th is the Rule 5 draft. Early February is when they hold the arbitration meetings. End of off season, all renewable contracts must be renewed. This is designated for assignment, or DFA. A player designated for assignment is removed from his club's 40-man roster and within the next 10 days traded, released, or if he clears waivers assigned to the minor leagues. A player designated for assignment must be traded. A player outright waivers make him available to offer to the other 29 clubs in reverse order of win-loss record. If the player is not claimed, clears waivers, the club may assign him outright to the major leagues, but must continue to be paid according to the terms of his contract. So, excuse me. Let's say that Yadier Molina is not performing as well as we'd like, but we want to keep him in our deal because he's an asset to the team, and he's played the majors for us for a good while. We put him out there. Um, we remove him from our 40-man roster. We want to see if any other teams are interested in him, if they want him or whatever. He's not, so we send him down to minor leagues. But we still got to pay him for what we, gave him at the beginning of the year, or what he's owed on his major league contract, his major league contract. Yeah, the MLB holds the first-year player draft in early June. 30 clubs select players in reverse order of win-loss record from the previous season. The draft order may be altered if the club receives an additional draft pick for picks as compensation for losing free agency to another club. Free agent to another club. Clubs are not allowed to trade draft picks. Signing. Clubs must offer the draft pick a minor league contract before the regular season. Yep, that's basically that. Eligibility. After completing a World Series, completion of the World Series, a player is considered a qualified free agent if he has 6+ years of service time and does not currently have a contract with his club. So let's see here. Let's say we're going to Yadier Molina. In 2023, he'll be a free agent because he has like 15 or 16 years of service time already. In order to receive draft compensation for losing a qualified free agent, his former club must tender him a qualifying offer by the 5th day after the World Series. A qualifying offer is a 1 year at the average salary of the 125 highest paid players. So you add up now. You add up all 125 highest paid players combined salaries for that year. You add them all up. Then you divide by 125. That's the average salary of what the player will get for a qualifying offer. Usually it's in the 700,000 to 900,000 usually. What it has been for the past 3 or 4 years now. Once a player receives a qualifying offer, he has 7 days until the end of the 5-day exchange. After the end of the 5-day exclusive negotiation period to accept the offer. If he accepts, then he becomes a contract for that following season. If he does not accept the offer, then he becomes a free agent and can openly negotiate with any team. Yep. In tendering a contract to a player or renewing the contract of a player not yet in arbitration or eligible, a club's salary offer cannot be less than 80% of the player's salary from the previous year. So, let's say he gets $7 million this year, and we want to tender his contract. We can't offer him less than 5.5, or less than 80% of that 700 million, or that 7 million. So, I mean, it's to save him from drastically being paid, $100,000 that year. It works. Okay. An optional assignment allows the club to move a player on its 40-man roster to and from the majors without exposing him to the other 29 teams. After 4 or 5 years, the professional player must add it to his club's 40-man roster or be exposed to the other 29 clubs in the Rule 5 draft. When the player is added to the 40-man roster, his club has 3 options. Of these are 3 separate seasons during which the club may move him to and from the major leagues without exposing him to the other clubs. Player on the 40-man roster playing in the minors is an optional assignment, and within an optional season, there is no limit on the number of times the club may recall that player. After 3 options have been exhausted, the player may then consider out of options. Beginning with the next season, the player must clear waivers before he may be sent to the minor leagues again. So basically, let's say we want to send Hernan Perez back down. he has three options that he has three options we can use. So he has 3 seasons. So once he's down there in minor leagues, we can recall him back up, but we can recall him down because now he's on an optional season. Excuse me. So once a player option is used for that season, he is on an optional season. So we can recall him, we can send him back down, recall him, send him back down, recall him, send him back down, recall him, send him back down, as many times as we want. I mean, we can recall him 50. We can recall him back up and down 25 times during the year. If a player is not sent to the minors during the year, an option is not used. Player on the 40-man roster in spring training, but then option to the minors before the season begins, an option is considered used. Really? So after the spring training, see, we can bring players back up to spring training, but there's just a whole different way of doing spring training. Basically, we can bring players up from spring training to a different up there now. Outright assignments. Player who is out of minor leagues options may be assigned outright to the minor leagues. That's it. Major league roster limits 20 to 20. The major league roster limit is 26 players until September, for opening day September 1st, when it expands. So it's only two players. Then it reaches 28 players the rest of the year, except during the postseason when it goes back to 26. Don't know why it goes back to 26, but that's just the way it is. A club may unilaterally renew a contract with a player not eligible for arbitration to the club and player to agree on a salary. The club may not renew a contract of a salary that is less than 80% of the player's salary of the previous year. Like I said, if it's $7 million this year, and we can't, when by the time it's time for us to agree on a contract, and he's only got like 4 years of service time. our 4 years of service time, he's not eligible for arbitration yet. We can just automatically give him $5.5 million. Say that's gonna be your salary this year. That's what you're getting if you're gonna play for us. Now, I've never seen any player actually just give up and not play well because of the salary push, but that's a thing. Now, here's the rookie qualifications. A player is considered a rookie unless during the previous season or seasons he has more than 130 at-bats or 50 innings pitched in the major leagues. Rule 5 draft. In the Rule 5 draft is held each December at the winter meetings by November 20th, and each club must set its 40-man roster. Between November 20th and the Rule 5 draft, the club may add major league free agents to its 40-man roster. After 4 or 5 years as a professional, player must be added to the club's 40-man roster or exposed to the 2019 clubs in the Rule 5 draft. Clubs draft in reverse order of the win-loss record from the previous season, and only clubs with less than 40 players on their roster may take part in the draft. To select an eligible player, a drafting club may pay $50,000 to that player's original club, and the drafting club may keep their player on the 26-man active roster for the entire this next season, or put him on waivers. If the third club claims a player on waivers, the third club must keep him in all season. If a player clears waivers, he must offer it back to the original club for $25,000. Which I don't understand that whole mess, but that's just the way it works. So, a drafting club must pay $50,000 to the player's original team. So let's say we got Jose Martinez from Atlanta in the Rule 5 draft. We got to pay him $50,000. Now, the drafting club must then keep it so the club that drafts him, like let's say we draft him, has to be on our 26-man roster the entire season. Next season. Or we can put him on outright waivers. But third club claims a player on waivers. Third club must pay him all season. So let's say St. Louis drafts Jose Martinez in the Rule 5 draft. We must pay Atlanta $50,000. Now, let's say we don't want him up in the majors just yet, so we're going to put him on waivers. Now, let's say Cincinnati, the Reds, claim him on waivers and want him up there. They must offer Atlanta $25,000. I guess that's how it works. Crazy, isn't it? Now, a player earns Major League service time for each day spent on the 26-man roster or on the Major League 10-day or 60-day injured list. 1 year for service is defined as 172 days. A player may earn up to 172 days of Major League service time during a championship season and regular season, which generally lasts 183 calendar days. 3 years, a player with at least 3 years of Major League service is eligible for arbitration. Eligibility for arbitration is also extended to players just shy of 3 full years of service. See Super 2. 6 years, a player with at least 6 years service is eligible for free agency. And here we go, the Super 2. Player with almost 3 years of Major League service time may become eligible for arbitration. To qualify, a player must have at least 2 years, of service, but less than 3, and have accumulated at least 86 days service time in the previous year, and be ranked in the top 22% of all 2-year players in service time. The cutoff point generally falls between 2 years, 128 days of service, and 2 years, 40 days of service. So it's just probably about 2 years. It's between 12 days. It's a cutoff point. That's cool. Supplemental picks. If a club fails to re-sign free agents, the club may receive draft pick compensation in form of a supplemental pick or picks for during the draft. Those remain with the same club without interruption from opening day of the regular season, the recently completed season. All are qualified free agents. The previous club, these are draft implications. The previous club receives a supplemental draft pick, and the first round, and the signing the club forfeits the first pick of the draft. Exceptions: if a signing club's first round draft pick falls top 10 picks, that choice is protected, and the signing club loses its second available selection instead. If a club signs multiple qualified free agents, they will lose the draft picks equal to the amount of players acquired. Damn. Okay. Tender date. Major League clubs must offer contracts to players on its roster by December 2nd. In general, an offer may not be less than 80% of the player's salary the previous year. That's a tender. Qualifying tender. Tender qualifying offer. If a player has no interest in keeping, the club has no interest in keeping the player, the club may choose to non-tender him or not offer him a contract. A player generally becomes a candidate to be non-tendered when his arbitration eligibility and his club determines he is not worth the salary they might command in arbitration. A player with a non-tendered becomes a free agent and may sign with any team in the major league clubs, including his former team, at any price. Waivers. Now here we go. This is one that really got me confused, but I figured it's better anyway. A waiver is a permission from other clubs to trade or assign a major league player or assign a major league player's contract. To trade or assign a major player's contract. A waiver request is filled through the commissioner's office and granted for a limited time period. The following are different types of waivers. Unconditional release waivers, which means they just want to get rid of the guy. Optional waivers, which means he's got an option he can be using. And then an outright waiver just means you're just going to show the guy, and the guy says, okay, well, we're going to send him down to the minor leagues, but first, all you other teams get to take a look at him. November 11th, 30th is the day of the regular season. The club with the worst win-loss record in the previous season has priority. 31st day regular season, July 31st. Club with the worst win-loss record has in the current season has priority. Okay. A club wishes to remove a player from its 40-man roster but still keep that player in the minor league system. It must first place him on outright waivers. Outright waivers are not revocable. So a player claimed on outright waivers may not be pulled back by his original club. So let's say we put out Jose Martinez on outright waivers because he's out of options. So we put Jose Martinez out there in the middle. I'm using Jose Martinez because we're going to try trade him this year anyway, but still. So when we put him on outright waivers, they're irrevocable, which means we can't just say, okay, we want to take him back now because we want him now up in the major leagues. We need help because we have an injured player or injured outfielder. We want to play him as a backup for the injured outfielder. Now, optional waivers. Optional assignment waivers must be obtained in order from the major league club to assign a major league player optionally with right of recall to a minor league club. Optional assignment waivers required if the player has no minor league options remaining. Yep. Pretty much it. A club wishes to release a player, place him on unconditional release waivers. Player may be then claimed by any of the 29 teams. Once unconditional release waivers are obtained, the player is released from his contract. Contract options. Player options give the player a chance to remain with the club for an additional year after their contract ends. Player can choose to accept an option from a decline from and enter free agency. Club options. Gives clubs a choice to keep player for an additional year after the player's contract ends. Clubs can usually, if a club or player option, let me see, if we have an option, like let's say that I have an option to keep a player for an additional year, normally his salary will be 80% less than what he will be, no more than 20% less than what he made the last year. So it'll be whatever. Hold on, let me see. Let me go back here real quick. I'll show you what I mean. Okay. Let me see here. Tinder day. Okay, so let's say we got Jose Martinez and we want to bring him back, but we want to keep him for an additional year before we get rid of him because he played so well last year for us. So we can't give him less than 80% of what he made last year. So he made $7 million last year. It'll be $2.5 million he'll make this year. At the end of the player's contract, both club and player must agree on the optional year. Party disagrees, the player was released from the team. And that is all the rule categories we have. Now let's go here. Let me see what we got here. Okay, our draft board looks pretty good right now. Let's see. Dirk Wilcox, Rex Summers. Let's see what he's got. Ooh, damn. That's some heck of an accuracy. I want to see what the pitcher's got here. Let's see. Starting pitchers. Woo! Wow. Alan McDonald. Where's Alan McDonald? Is he up there? Nah. Cool. Yep. Let's see what else we got. Okay. No. No, we're gonna. Yep. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got this guy. Let's see. We got the infield west. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Eh. Not very many good guys here in terms of accuracy. Most of these guys are going to be already fully scouted. I can see that right now. Most of the guys that all have. Most of the guys are going to be international. I can tell you that right now too. That's one. Damn. Left field. Dirk, yeah. Damn. Jesus. His break is great. That's Taylor Farm. Let's see what else. Let's see what you got here. Hold on. We see. He's got velocity of 80, and stamina is 50. Well, he's only a closing pitcher. His arm strength is 80. Okay. His accuracy is not bad. Yep. Take him. Got here. Pete Farmer infield. Let's see what we got here. All of the international infield. Let's see. Relief pitchers, closing pitchers, catchers. Nah. Okay. Phil Hernandez, Jeff Locke, Chip Central. Okay, East. Okay, let's see here. We got third base. Douglas here. Let's see what we got. He's gonna do catcher. Give us a central guy here. Let's see. Freight Neckwood. There's Jeffrey DeYoung. Jeffrey DeYoung. Paul DeYoung. Paul DeYoung. That's son. Kidding, I don't know. Derek Wilcox already been drafted. Already been scouted. Crap. Let's see. Let's do. Potential's an 80. Okay. We'll take a look at him too. And we got current scouts. Okay, we got everybody here. Cool. So that's it. Now we got trades here. The first three are all final years. That's cool. And three of my guys are up there. Alejandro Jimenez. Let's see here. Let's view our trade block. Let's see. I could see that. Let's see who we want. Oh. Eh. Giants. Oh. Okay. Oh. So we got the Nationals want Jose. I can see that. Marcel, we're going to trade him. And none of the teams that we're more interested in are the ones he's actually playing for. Forget where Zozuna's playing at, but we'll figure it out later. Let's see. Oh, my lord. Corey Kluber. Oh, boy. Do you know what that signifies right there? We can't pick him up because we have Jed Jerko and Paul Goldschmidt, which are both really good. He played for us at one time. Whoa! Okay. Nope. 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 Carlos Gonzalez, If we lose Jose, that's what we'll try to pick up. Brett Gardner. Gerard Dyson. Peter Borges played for us too. One time. Alex Gordon. I'm gonna check something here. So it hasn't moved all that much. I don't think. We'll see. We'll see.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. In the National League Central, the Cardinals picked up, 19 hits in this one as they got the best of the Dodgers at home, 15-1. They stayed hot with their 10th
We've had
in a
more
row.
hits than that before.
The Milwaukee Brewers smacked 15 team hits as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati, 13-9.
Ooh.
The Pittsburgh Pirates nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs, 1-0. The San Diego Padres knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 5-4. The Miami Marlins got 12 hits in this one as they took down the Nationals in Washington 9-8. The Toronto Blue Jays combined for 10 hits as a team as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 5-4. Zach Greinke reached the milestone 200th career win as Arizona grabbed the win over the Giants 7-0. The Yankees took down the visiting Orioles 7-5. The Rays had 12 hits as a team as they got the win, crushing the Red Sox 8-1. The Seattle Mariners picked up 14 hits in total as they dismantled the White Sox 7-1. The win was their 7th in a row. The Royals defeated the visiting Tigers 2-1. Corey Kluber collected win number 3 this year, helping the Indians to the win over the Twins 4-2. Matt Chapman launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total as Oakland pushed past the Angels 7-3. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay. Now let's see what games we have today. We have the Brewers and the Reds again, the Blue Jays and the Phillies, Orioles and Yankees, Red Sox and Rays, the Cubs and the Pirates, the Marlins and the Nationals, Padres and Braves, the Mariners and the White Sox, the Tigers and the Royals, Rangers and Rockies, Mets and Astros, Indians and Twins, Oakland, the A's versus the Angels, the Diamondbacks versus the Giants, and the Dodgers versus the Cardinals. Now, what I'm more interested in looking at is this one here and this one here, because all four of these teams are in our Central Division, and then we have us, because we got the Cincinnati Reds and the Brewers, and then the Cubs. I don't think the Pirates are in. The Pirates are in the NL East, I think. I'm mistaken. Let's check and see what if I am correct. Sorry it's taking so long to get here, but we're just looking at some stuff here just to make sure. Where is our standings? I've got to go over here yet. Nope. So yeah, all four of those teams are in our regular lead. So far, we have... Good God, Matt. Wow. Carp has 21 runs batted in right now. Jesus! Was that what I thought it was? Hold on. Jesus! Wow! 3 of our players are up in the top 3 spots. And Waka, the Michaelis has got that, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We have anybody else on here? 5, 6. So everybody in our players in the top 40. Jesus! That's nice. That's real nice. I'm really proud of our team right now. Miles Michaels has a .6. That's a pitching war. Because he doesn't give up a lot of runs, and he doesn't give up a lot of walks. As you can see, he has a whip of 3.38. He has an average of little over, well, he has an average of 10 Ks per 9 innings. No walks on 9 innings, so a WAR of .6. And he has an ERA of .56. 16 innings, 18 strikeouts. Jesus. Good Lord, Grinky. Wow, that's a lot of innings pitched, though. We only have 16 because we've only done 8 innings. Well, Miles Michaelis has the most because he pitched, I think he pitched a full game. Bumgardner only had, wow. Mad Bum only has like 11? Wow. That's not good. Oh, Flaherty had the complete game. That's right. So where is Stack Flaherty then? There he is. Yeah, he has 16 too. So he's down there with Michaelis right now. That's a lot of strikeouts. Walker has 24. Holy Jesus. 15.43 per 9 innings. Has a whip of .4. Has a whip of .5. Has a WAR of .4. Has 1.93 ERA. Because he only gave up 1 run. Well, make that 2. Because it was a sucky thing. Now shutouts we have Michaelis with 1. Yeah, Michaelis only has 1 shutout so far. We have home runs allowed. Nobody has any home runs allowed. Nope. Reyes has 2. Jesus. Hidoki has 2. God damn. That's bad. Michaels has one. I know Atoki had one. What's an earned run average is? Mike Soroka only has no? Wow. That's a crazy. Michaels has a .56. Waka has a .93, and then Hitoki has a .313. Well, he did really well because he's limited. Because he threw that first one. Kenley Jansen, let's see what he's got. 4. Nice. Miller only has 1. That was because we had that 1-3. We won by 3 runs. Whatever. But I don't think he's gonna have all that many. He didn't have all that many last year either, because we always won by double digits. If we lost, it wasn't that bad. Hitoki, none. Reyes, none. Flaherty, Michael, Waka, nope. Most of them only have 1. So if we're playing 10 games, you must have 10 innings pitched. Wins, 2, 2, and 2, and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we got the guy coming up tonight, which is going to be. Breview has 1 win. The only reason he had was I took that guy out early. Reyes got 1 win. Wow, I didn't know that. I don't know how that came about, but oh well. Colton Wong, because I guess it depends on how many pitchers you have to come in. If you have like so many pitchers coming in, you just the guy that got. I don't know how that works, but we'll figure it out later. Good Lord, we haven't won. Carpenter has a 1.757 on base percentage plus slugging. Excuse me. It's on base. It's on base plus slugging. So Jesus, that is nuts. His slugging percentage is 1.351. Jesus. Colt Wong's is a 946. And then Paul DeYoung's an 879. And then another 871 for Harrison Bader. And Jose and them right behind each other. Jose has a 744, and then Paul Goldschmidt has a 743. And then Marcell Ozuna has a 703. It's not bad. Whereas Molina's on here, no. Nope, nobody else. Let me see what we got here. 432. That's. Where's Carp at? Carp has. Not even. Well, wait. Yeah, some of our guys aren't even on here. There he is, a 405. Okay, so that's what makes it up. Okay. So you take 405 plus a 1.351 equals a 1.755. Right. 1.757. No base on ball. God damn, Chris. Only been 10 games and he's been walked 1 time. He's walked 11 times. We ain't got nobody, so that doesn't even matter for us. Stolen bases, we ain't got nobody on there either. I know Gene's going to have at least 3. Bo Castro's got 3? What? But he won't have any more this time because we're going to kick his butt. Like we did in the last game. He didn't have to run at all. Runs. 12 runs batted in for Matt Carter. He scored 12 runs. Let's see. 12 runs. Yachty has 10 runs scored. Dang. Martinez has 10. DeYoung has 9. Wong has 9. Harrison has 9. 9, 9 for Goldschmidt and O'Neill. Ozuna has 8. Jairo Munoz has 7. And anybody else here for the Cardinals? Nope. That's pretty cool. Almost the whole entire size ours. Yachty has 10. Jeez, that's a lot for a catcher. Matt Carver has 21 RBIs. That's a good Good step right there. Let's see who our first player is. His first player is Paul Goldschmidt with 8. Paul DeYoung, Yadier Molina. Where's Yadier Molina here? Even up here? Yeah, he's got 10 RBIs. Home runs, Carpenter has 11. Jesus. O'Neill's right behind him with 6. Then you got DeYoung, Wong. Yadi has 4? Whoa. Whoa. That's even. Yadi has 1 more than Paul, than our starting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. What? No, that can't happen. Harris Bear's got 3 triples. Colt Wong's got 1. He just got 1 last game. Paul Goldschmidt's got 5 doubles. Marcell Ozuna's got 4. Jose Martinez has got 3. Jed Jerko's got 2. Alright, Jed Jerko's got 3. Paul DeYoung, Harrison Bader, Paul DeYoung, Harrison Bader, and Colt Wong all got 3. Matt Carpenter's got 2. Jairo Munoz has got 2, and Yadier Molina has 2, I think. Or 1, I'm not sure. Well, Ender's always 49, geez. That's scary when the Braves got that many bats. 37 bats for Marcell Ozuna. Let's see here, we got Jose Martinez with 39. Anybody else? Anybody else? Nobody else? Jeez. We got 16 hits for Marcell Ozuna, which is our thing. Ronald Acuna Jr., he has 16 hits. Carpenter has 15. Colt Wong has 15. Martinez has 14. Paul Goldschmidt has 12. Jairo Munoz has 12. Harrison Bader has 12. What else we got here? Paul DeYoung has 11. That's about as far as we go. Batting average is Marcell Ozuna's in first place, or second place. Then Carpenter, Wong, Harrison Bader, Jose Martinez, Paul Goldschmidt, Paul DeYoung, and it's really just really early in the season. So everybody's gonna have that. So a lot of players are gonna have that mid to high 300s batting average, and then there's gonna be a few guys that are still gonna be in the 400s. Which Kevin Mendoza has a 464 right now after 10 games, which is a lot actually. So that means he's hitting more than let's see, he's hitting 46% of his balls are going for hits. Jeez. Yep. So he's almost getting on base 1 out of every 2 at bats. So mainly, most of the time he's hitting. Let's say he has like a 3 for 4 or 3 for 6 day, or well 2 for 4, 2 for 5 day, or a 3 for 5 day. That's just about half. He's not doing too bad. Now Marcell Ozuna here. Let me explain this to you. This is cybernetics. It's kind of hard to remember, but anyway, 432. So he's hitting a little under. So he's hitting about 2 for 5. So he's hitting about 2 for 5. So his average is the same as his on base percentage, which is crazy. That's nuts. That's pretty good right there. If your average is the same as your on base percentage, but you want your on base percentage to be a little bit better. So you want your average to be, the course of a year, you want your average to be in the 350s. You want your average to be about 300 to 325 or something like that. That's a pretty good year for you. You want about 325. You want to bang out about 30 home runs. Score about 115 runs. Have about 150 RBIs. Mixed in with about 30 walks. about 25 walks. Won about 150 to 200 at bats. 150 at bats, probably 150, 60 at bats. Did about 200 bats, you know. Yep, about 250 bats, I would say, probably. That's pretty good. All right. We have Carlos Martinez. He's got about 27 more days left on his arm. Let's see. We're going to leave him on there. I don't want him to risk breaking it again or injuring it too much. That all that is. Yay! This is how it's about how we play. It's about the average teams. The only reason the guys that played less games or played the same amount of games have more bats than the other guys is because of the fact that, like, it's probably because they got it because they were higher up in the batting order and they got around more often than not. Team pitchers, let's see what we got here. Okay, this is wins, no losses for anybody so far, and we got 16 innings pitched. No walks to anybody. Hector Rendon has 1 walk. Okay, that's going to be erased. Hector has 1 strikeout. Jack Flaherty has 21 strikeouts. Jeez. 2.5 ERA, walks plus hits per inning pitched. He doesn't give up a lot of hits. Nope. 2 games played, 2 stats, 100%. You know, he's got 2 quality starts, 1 complete game, blown saves, holds. Runs allowed, this. WAR is wins above replacement. Now, usually that's how many wins we would lose. Well, would be 3. Like, let's say we go here and goes not starting pitcher, but we go here to like catchers. Let's see here. Let's go to first base or third baseman and see what Carpenter's got so far. What's Carpenter's WAR? Let's see what he's got in a WAR. Where is it? Okay, no, not even there. Where's his WAR? Okay, right here. We lose a full game if he was out. If he was hurt, we lose a full game. Which is not particularly good. Some people have like 10 and stuff. They're so good. Well, let's play a game of baseball now. Since you all know how to play. Gotta look at the game here. Still got a few games. Still got a few people here. Let's see. We need shortstop. Let's see shortstop. Nope. Give these guys a chance to refresh themselves. I try to keep my guys well rested. Well, we're on there. A 44-game hitting streak. He had 7-game hitting streak at the end of the season.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the LA Dodgers and the St. Louis Cardinals. Colton Wong looks to extend his hitting streak to an incredible 45 games. Next. Jack Flaherty gets the start for St. Louis in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, hard to be any better than he was in his last one. How about his CG in a 2-hitter? He was in complete control from beginning to end. It'll be fun to see if he carries that over into this one.
Stepping up now, Gustavo Cedeno. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The second baseman.
What do you mean by CG wasn't a complete game?
Cedeno.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
The chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Mark, what do they have to do to take down a very hot team here on the road?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does.
Usually there's a pitcher that you'll have that'll be you'll be used to playing with. Like, I'm good with Flaherty Martinez. Flaherty Martinez, my pitching rotation right now, besides Hitoki Diamond, with Carlos Martinez, Miles Michaelis, Michael Wacha, Jack Flaherty. So we got Martinez, Michaelis, Flaherty, Reyes. We got Carlos Martinez, Jack Flaherty, Alex Reyes, Miles Michaelis, and Michael Wacha. Those 5 guys I can pitch really well with.
Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Here's Corey Seager as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Hit hard to short. DeYoung's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers.
Right, so
now the Cardinals will see what they can do. No score.
Let's find out how we can do this.
Clayton Kershaw will be on the mound for the boys in blue. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, take a look at that career ERA in the low 2s. Not an easy thing to do in the day of smaller ballparks and guys hitting a lot of home runs. One thing he does, he stays away from the barrels of the bats, and if he continues to pitch like that, he's going to have his way with a lot of teams. It'll be interesting and fun to watch him in this one here today.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Jose Martinez is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7. And he is going to have extra bases here to start the home first. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, I can see that.
That was a pretty good fastball, and it almost got by him. But he's able to slap it in the gap in the right center field. Because of the velocity off the bat, the outfielders couldn't cut it off in time and allowed him to cruise into second really easy.
The only good thing about Kershaw is the fact that I only have 2 people that can hit left-handed. So it's not going to be a big deal. Yeah, long windup there.
Colton Wong will stand in. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
Come on, guys.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. Oh, that's well hit. Deep center field. Back goes Taylor to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. On the move is Taylor. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side.
Oh, Taylor's going to get a lot of work.
I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this.
Oh, boy.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. These two have not faced each other at the major league level. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. While his hitting streak might be drawing most of the attention, some might not realize he's hitting for real power as well, slugging over 500 for the season.
And that's the beauty of it, Matty. He's doing it with damage. It's not the 1-for-4 with the ground ball with eyes or the bleeder with no one on that doesn't help the team. This is a guy that's done serious damage from day one of this hit streak, and it's continued.
So next to bat will be the left-handed hitting Jock Peterson. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. And a half swing here.
I remember when Jock Peterson used to be like the guy who would come up in the minors with you a lot of times. Like for it was 17, 18, and 19 were the 3 times that I had a guy named Jock Peterson hit behind me normally.
But this is in there for a called strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Now a fastball. Oh, strike 3 called on a pitch that looked inside. Instead, it's out number 2.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
He's workout. He's happy about that.
So coming to the plate, Chris Taylor will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this pitch arsenal, you just got to find a way to shorten up and battle, put something in play.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Dodgers down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0
I like
score.
having Harrison Bader in center field because he's a quick guy. He can cover left center, right center. It just depends.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the big RBI bat of Marcell Ozuna. Here comes the first pitch.
A little late on that one. A little early. Wow.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. Throw to first is in time for the first out. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Throw on to first to take care of him, and Kershaw is in control now, 2 away.
Well, we gotta knock Kershaw off.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And this will bang up against the wall. Around second. He's on his way to third. Bader takes the turn at third. He wants it all. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate. Striding in, Bo Castro. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired.
It's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Reined in. The 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
Hit on the ground out to short. DeYoung fields it cleanly. And there are 2 away now. First pitch on its way. Clayton Kershaw is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
When you got drafted too, right?
To short. DeYoung gathers it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as decided.
Speed.
Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here as it'll be Yadier Molina to lead things off. Rounded down the third baseline. LaStella has it, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and the pitcher digs in next. It'll be Jack Flaherty. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Martinez. Second shot now. He doubled to start out the home first. Back up the middle. Scooped up. And he'll make that play look easy as the throw is
We're going to get back
at the plate. Gustavo Cedeno back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Got him.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Hard on the ground towards short. DeYoung's got it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Here's Corey Seager. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
The count doesn't mean much.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning.
Oh, Flaherty. I love pitching with Flaherty.
1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They're down 1-0.
That's like playing with, what's his name? For the Yankees, I used to play with. Oh, with Severino, yeah. Severino was my other favorite pitcher I used to play with. That's the head.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Back to work now is Kershaw as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1. Well, this hitting streak is just the latest development in what's been an impressive offensive year for him. He's up among the league leaders in hitting as of today.
He's had an amazing season, and you can tell the confidence is oozing off him. When we were down before the game talking to him around the batting cage, you could just sense he wants 4 ABs and he wants them with runners in score.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Shredded that cheese.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter as he'll take a look at ball 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
All right, come on. Come on, Kershaw.
Here's the 1-0. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So stepping in, Marcell Ozuna. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Kershaw comes set. First pitch on the way. Line drive to left. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, D-Roll, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you can tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hitting.
So Paul DeYoung digs in next. Line, but speared on a hop. On to second for the force out in the side. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with LA's manager to discuss his thoughts on the Dodgers offense so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out.
Out again.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Jock Peterson stands in as he looks at a called strike. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Ground ball sent back up the middle. That's a hit, the first in this game for the Dodgers.
Hey, guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Chris Taylor comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Peterson is off of first with 2 away. Hit down the line at first. Oh, terrible bounce, and it goes right by him. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. So here's Austin Barnes as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And another foul ball. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Dodgers strand a couple. They're still... Now batting, Harrison Bader. He was gunned down at the plate trying for an inside-the-park home run his first time up. Swung on and belted. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And the Cardinals lead it now 3-0.
Nice job, Bader. Yep. That's what it's all about right there.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Off the wall.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. Line drive to center field. Taylor is there, and he has it for the first out. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jack Flaherty. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Now a swing and a fly ball. Right fielder giving chase. And no one will track it down. The windup and the 0-1.
Oh, it's one of that thing.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
Yep.
Lays off 2-2 now.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Dang it.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
The right fielder,
Jose Martinez is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Kershaw into the windup. Here's his offering. Hit hard to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Cards add on just a bit, courtesy of this.
Yep.
A.J. Pollock will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
number 11, A.J.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. High in the air down the right field line. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away.
Good job,
Now
Jose.
batting, the second baseman.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Gustavo Cedeno. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone. He wants a quick inning so he won't be nibbling.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Gustavo Cedeno goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Here's Tommy La Stella now. Fastball there to start him out. This is bounced foul for the first strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Dodgers down in order. They trail in this one.
All right, Cole.
Joe Kelly enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Now pitching.
This is the guy we know very
Stepping
well.
into the box,
Number
Colton
17.
Wong. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And there's a base hit on the line. Wong will take the turn and head for second now. And he will make it there as the Cardinals get a man in his scoring position on the leadoff double. And there is a National League record. 45 straight games with a hit as he'll set his sights now on the all-time mark.
You know, D-Row, they say that records are made to be broken, but I never thought I would ever see anybody in the National League get 45 consecutive games with a hit.
And to just
Well,
sit
he just
back
did.
and think about the guys that ran out of steam and the guys that didn't get there after the third. For him to be sitting at 45 games and the way he went about it, moving balls out of the ballpark, base hits up the middle the other way, occasionally the swing and bunt. It has all come together, and now he's the leader in the National League.
Paul Goldschmidt swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Goldschmidt takes his swings from the right-handed batter's box, but he's one of those rare hitters that actually thrives facing same-handed pitching. One of the very best in the game, as a matter of fact, in that type of matchup.
Yeah, Matty, he does not leak with that front side. He keeps that shoulder tucked, stays inside the baseball, and it gives him every opportunity to hammer the fastball and stay on that breaking stuff.
Hey, this has the
All right,
makings
Joe.
of being a pretty big inning, D-Row. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches.
And that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now.
Yes, we do.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat hit started.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field.
Gone.
Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run.
Give it up.
So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Home run number 3 here in the early going. This lead swells to 7-0.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Steve Lopez gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Standing in now, Paul DeYoung. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Adios. Pelota.
Goodbye, ball.
It's a solo shot here for Paul DeYoung. 6th home run on the season for him as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader. Oh, could it be 3 in a row? Back goes Peterson. Unbelievable. A home run. I don't believe what I just saw.
No, it's not on rookie either.
What I just saw. A solo shot here to left. His 2nd of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, this is amazing right here. 3 home runs in a row. I've actually been a part of a similar situation sandwiched in between Rafael Furcal and Gary Sheffield back in the early 2000s. What a moment. All the boys are going nuts. For 3 guys to do it, it's pretty special.
Catcher number 4.
Yadi Molina digging in now. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Peterson giving chase. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Oh, my Lord. What's that for?
So here now is the pitcher,
Right,
Jack
Jack, come on, buddy.
getting the hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. He's set. Here it comes. Popped him up.
Damn it.
Seager ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Dang it, dang it, dang it.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Jose Martinez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Weak grounder down the line at 3rd.
That was a slider down in the way. Oof.
Now a ground ball to Seager at short. He's got it. And the throw is off target there, so he'll reach first base safely.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a 3-ring circus.
Colton Wong is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul. So a missed opportunity there. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
A runner on first with 2 away. Hit softly down the line at first. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2.
Come on.
Has a look. Now the pitch. Ground ball right side. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. Another good inning for the Cardinals as the usual sea of red love what they're seeing. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday. New inning set to get underway, and stepping up as the shortstop, Corey Seager.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to...
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows, finally able to get this offense potentially going with 1 swing of the bat, being shut out all game, but not anymore.
The windup and the 0-1. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked the guy up with it.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Jock Peterson is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
The center fielder, number 3.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Taylor.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning.
Hit a home run. At least it was a guy who was expecting to hit a home run.
And we're back for the bottom of the 7th as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. 8 of their hits have gone for extra bases. So they're not only putting the ball in play and getting on base, they are doing so with authority. And that has this dugout feeling awfully good about themselves, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Tyler Glasnow enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Now to the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. Here's Matt Carpenter. Singled homer run in his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Peterson has to cover some ground, but he gets there, and there are two gone. Digging in to try it again, Marcell Ozuna. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
That's one of those pitches you just float over the plate. 99% of the time the batter is taking at least the first pitch after 2 straight 1-pitch out, so you almost can underhand it up there.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on.
Let's see what we got here going on.
3-1 to the Cardinals left fielder. Paul DeYoung would be next. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Long run for the right fielder. Into the corner. He makes the... Ready to begin the 8th. And digging in is the outfielder, Bo Castro. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
What a performance so far. Throwing first pitch strikes to 90% of the batters. It's hard to get any better than that.
Hit out towards second. Taken in by Wong. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Austin Barnes is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Wow.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Fouled away. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. Basil Santos comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run.
Breaking.
So it's a solo shot to dead center. His second home run of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, Matty V, how about this, B-Row? If you come to watch offense, you pick the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Oh, that's off.
Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Bases are empty here. Nobody out. Hit in the air to right field. Castro is there, and he'll bring this one in. Yadier Molina, he flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High and deep to center field. Back goes Taylor at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Jack Flaherty. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as...
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. But the Cards add... Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Gustavo Cedeno, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional. Well, when you're out there trying to wrap up a CG, a complete game, you definitely don't want to start the leadoff guy with 3 straight balls.
Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Martinez is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out.
The third baseman.
Ready once again, Tommy La Stella. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Hit in the air to center field. Bader is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey.
Dodgers are down to their final out now. And striding to the plate will be Corey Seager. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. The pitch. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. The Dodgers down to their final strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Corey Seager. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that. Going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
10-1, the final lopsided score in this ball game. St. Louis, what a 10 spot on the scoreboard in this one. Jack Flaherty notches his 3rd win of the year, turning in a very strong complete game effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
So we won. 3 hits, 2 RBIs, 2 runs, 2 home runs, 1 triple. I almost had 2 guys hit for the cycle within the deal. Well, guys, I think that's about it for me today. I'm going to play a couple more games, and we're going to play a few more games, all right? Good night.